Hola, todos.
Hola, todos.
Bienvenidos.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Today, my husband Tomas is going to be acting as like an interviewer and asking me about my first time
How was your life in Nicaragua?
because I've lived there for a few months at a time, several different times. It is quite different from life in the US.
Yeah, it is. ¿Cuál fue tu primera impresión?
Hot. Obviously. Well, first of all, I didn't feel like I had personal space when I was around people, like in restaurants, in the airport. People don't give as much personal space as here in the US.
What was the hardest thing about being there?
For me personally, besides like the whole language culture differences and trying to get used to that, driving. I think I have driven in Nicaragua how many times? Like 3 times maybe. First of all, they don't have nearly as big of shoulders on the road, and second of all, people kind of drive crazy. Besides all the different types of traffic, big buses, big trucks, little
Nope.
taxis, bikes, trikes, motorcycles, all types and people obviously. It's just crazy. I don't like it.
The people doesn't drive crazy. No.
You might be one of the only Nicaraguans that don't drive crazy.
What was the weirdest thing you ate in Nicaragua, like traditional food?
The very weirdest thing I ate, I believe, was nacatamal. Everybody in Nicaragua just loves,
Oh,
absolutely loves. It's like a delicacy.
If you watch this video, you can send me a nacatamal. I can find anyone here.
They don't sell them in the US, at least not in the northern US. It is some sort of mush thing cooked inside of leaves.
Rice,
Potatoes.
pork, potatoes, tomatoes.
Some sort of like corn flour. It's so weird. It's like mushy but it's
So
kind of good.
yummy.
Like I'll eat it sometimes, but I don't love it like Nicas love it.
Nacatamal. ¿Qué pensás sobre la comida tradicional de Nicaragua?
I really like the salads that they put underneath everything, which is just cabbage, vinegar, water, and salt, basically. For the most part, really good food. They do have some very strange stuff, and they eat gallo pinto too much for my liking. I like it, but not every day. 3 times a day.
¿Cuál fue lo que más te impactó al estar en Nicaragua?
I was very impressed by how everything is done by hand, like literally everything. People wash their clothes by hand. The construction is done by hand, like shovels, buckets and water. They're mixing cement in wheelbarrows. They don't have big machines or automated systems for most everything that's done. Like even commercial, like harvesting wheat and sugarcane.
They
A
use
lot of
people.
times they just have a huge group of people going through and doing it by hand.
What do you think about the people in Nicaragua in general? How we are?
They work so hard, like I said, everything by hand. So like super hard work, like the kind that you need big muscles for normally. And you need to like physical labor all day long for 16 hours or more. Super low pay. You're being kind of loud. But then at the end of the day, they're still happy. They're messing around and having fun and enjoying their life from day to day.
Yeah, that is one of the way we work, is trying to be happy at work, because if you don't be happy,
What's
If-
life if you're
yeah.
not happy?
here in the United States when I come here, I was working and some guys say, nah, this work is too hard and almost everything is done by machine. So I say, this is easy for me. And I told one guy, hey, you need to go to Nicaragua with me and go work in construction over there. And you're gonna see what is the hard thing. ¿Cuál fue lo más tuani que hiciste en Nicaragua?
Volcano boarding. Definitely volcano boarding. That is the only place in the world that you can do volcano boarding.
De todos los lugares que has visitado en Nicaragua, las veces que has ido, ¿cuál es tu lugar favorito?
It's a place called El Ojo de Agua. It is a freshwater spring on an island. It is absolutely gorgeous there. Just green, so many trees, and the water is pure, clear, beautiful. Swim in the water, eat good food, and enjoy the sunshine.
Enjoy the sunshine. Yeah. I love the sunshine. Yeah.
Just amazing. It's just amazing. Can we go back?
Yeah. What do you like the best about Nicaragua as a place?
People are so laid back. The pace is just way slower there. You're not hurrying from place to place. It is a little bit frustrating, like when you're trying to get married and you're waiting for people to arrive. But for the most part, just not being in a hurry in general, it's just so refreshing.
What do you learn in Nicaragua that you never knew before?
I never knew what the inside of a coconut looked like. I did not know how cashews grew or were picked or roasted. I didn't know what it looked like or how you end up in a bag of cashews at a store. I didn't know avocados grew from a tree or papayas. Pineapple, I had never seen how it grew. Mostly, like pretty much all the tropical fruits and different produce that grow, I didn't know how it grew.
¿Cuál es la cosa más loca que viste en Nicaragua?
The people in transportation, like motorcycles, you don't drive a motorcycle for one person, you put your whole family on it, which could be 4 or 5 people, literally. I'm not joking. The other thing is the buses are so crammed with people, it just boggles my mind. You're packed like sardines in a can, and then they have all of this stuff loaded on top of the bus. It's just amazing how many people you can fit in a bus.
The bus says only for 70 passengers, but
Not
in Nicaragua they
Nicaragua.
can fix like 200.
Yeah.
¿Cuál es el lugar más extraño que visitaste?
The market, definitely the market.
Why?
Because, first of all, again, there's so many people there selling in one space. There's just piles of stuff upon piles of stuff. And you can find everything there. You can find shoes, you can find meat, you can find toys, you can find bikes. Everything is at the market and just piles of everything.
How will you combine se me lengua la traba en español? ¿Cómo convencerías a alguien para ir a Nicaragua?
Well, if this video wasn't enough, so much to learn, so much good food to eat, so many amazing people to meet. It's an amazing cultural experience, especially if you want to learn Spanish. You need to immerse yourself in Spanish in order to properly learn to speak. If you want to learn it 100%. I still don't know it 100%, but if you want to learn to speak it and understand it fluently. Comment below if you want to go. I will be happy and excited to help you find places to stay, cool experiences, and hook you up with the right people to do what you want to do.
Lo único que puedo decir es que nos vemos en el próximo video. La niña está inquieta.
Gracias por ver. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something. Come to Nicaragua sometime. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Share it with somebody who you think might enjoy it or learn something from it. Subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! I think our neighbor's gonna be in our video.
Well, we don't eat gallo pinto. In the morning we can eat rice and beans. For the lunch we can eat beans and rice with something like meat or chicken. For dinner, gallo pinto. Like mean is rice and beans together. So we don't eat too much rice and beans.
Just 3 times a day.